This meeting is being recorded.
All right. So now that we are recording and we're all still just coming into the space today, I want to welcome you to our really exciting day that we have planned for you all. So we're hopeful that you're able to stay for the whole day with us, but we understand if you have to pop in and out, and the recording will be available for those who are not able to make it live or not able to make it to all the sessions. So welcome. So as we're coming into this space, we want to acknowledge the land that we're on. So between the CHNA and the KIND, we're representing nurses from coast to coast to coast. And we acknowledge the ancestral territories of all Indigenous people of this country. And as the KIND and the CHNA, we pledge to uphold and uplift the voice and the values of our nurses in our communities, and we pledge our commitment to upholding healthy relationships, ethics, protocols, traditional knowledge, and cultural practices that reflect and pay tribute to the Truth and Reconciliation calls to action. So again, welcoming everyone to the space from wherever you are at in Canada. We know that we have quite a diverse group from all over Canada, which is very exciting. And we are going to be looking forward to maybe hearing from you a little bit more throughout the day. And maybe if you want to pop in the chat where you're tuning in from throughout Canada, that would be kind of a nice way to maybe say hello, let us know where you're calling in from, and maybe form those connections throughout the day. So as we are waiting and just kind of having everyone put something in the chat, I'm going to begin some of our introductions so we can begin our presentations. We have a very full day and we're excited to have the first part of the day be an introduction to the Canadian Holistic Nurses Association. You'll hear us also refer to that as CHNA. And then we'll also be introducing the KIND, which is the Canadian Institute of Integrated Nursing Development and Education. And you'll be getting presentations from both organizations this morning, just to give you a bit of background around what these organizations are and how they're supporting nurses in practice currently. So I'm going to first introduce the Canadian Holistic Nurses Association, and we have Kate Celeste here, who is going to be presenting on behalf of CHNA. She is the past president and a current board member of the CHNA, and Kate has a wealth of information and knowledge, and you'll see some other people from the CHNA board later today. We'll have Natalie hopefully join us, who is the president as well, and we have Linda, who's also part of the CHNA. She's here, and there's other probably members as well. So feel free to share in the chat if you are a member of CHNA. So the Canadian Holistic Nurses Association, it's a professional organization. They're really supporting and promoting holistic nursing practices throughout Canada. So really an organization in Canada to support our nurses who are interested in these holistic ways of being and showing up in the world and modalities. So when we had our symposium in the spring, it was all around holistic nursing, and we really talked about how holistic nursing integrates that whole person approach to care and to the well-being of ourselves. So we're looking at emphasizing the body, mind, emotion, spirits, environment, that internal and external environment, and more. So what that looks like in healing and wholeness in who we are as individuals and beings, and how that shows up in how we can show up for one another, ourselves, one another, and our communities at large. So the CHNA really provides education, they provide resource, and they provide a sense of community for nurses who are passionate about integrating holistic approaches and modalities into their life and into their practice. And this can be a wide range of complementary therapies as well. So really the association, they really are aiming to advance holistic nursing in Canada. And they're doing that by providing this community and advocacy and empowering nurses to facilitate healing within themselves and within the clients that they serve. So they're really promoting health and well-being in a very holistic, whole and balanced way. So we're here and excited to learn a little bit more about CHNA, and Kate's going to share that with us today. So Kate, I'm going to pass it along to you. And we're looking forward to hearing more about CHNA.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here this morning with you guys, and really happy to see how many people were interested in tuning in to listen to this symposium today, because that's one of the goals that we have as a CHNA, is to bring more nurses together and provide more information and just to really raise awareness of holistic nursing in Canada. So I'm just going to share my screen. I have a little PowerPoint. Can you see that okay, Kim?
I can, yes, it's perfect.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so CHNA is supporting the practice of holistic nursing across Canada. And I know a number of you are already members and really want to recognize and appreciate you for joining us and supporting our mission. So the mission of CHNA is to support the practice of holistic nursing and act as a body of knowledge. We're not an educational body, but we are a resource body, and we will refer people to different courses or programs or sites of information if we can't give you that ourselves. We advocate with policymakers, even though we're not a political group, we do still stand up and speak about what holistic nursing is all about and how it can support the public. We educate Canadians on the benefits of complementary and integrative healthcare, advocate for and support nurses in practicing self-care, which is a huge focus for us, and as well as the kinds. So, you know, self-care practices from a holistic perspective, body, mind, spirit, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, environmental, and everything. You know, we have to take a look at what our resources are to help to support us, because we can't look after others if we can't look after ourselves. We advocate for healthy environments and safe patient and nurse care. We facilitate a community to share learning and research and networking, and this community is really growing. I can't tell you how many emails we get just asking about how do we connect with other like-minded nurses, what is holistic nursing, what activities can I participate in, and those types of questions are really becoming more and more prevalent in the past year and the past 2 years. And we are really positive about influencing the Canadian healthcare system through increasing awareness of holistic nursing practice as a support for the public and the system. So we have no trouble speaking up, and we are happy to connect. So a bit of a history lesson for you. So the CHNA was actually started in 1986 by a group of nurses from BC. And it began as a special interest group of the RNABC, which was our regulatory body back then in British Columbia. And then we were granted special interest group status by the CNA in 1986, and we are still part of the nursing specialty group of the CNA. And it was successfully run for many years. And in 2014, a strategic assessment was conducted because they wanted to move forward and grow in a thoughtful way. And at that time, there was a group of 100 members, and a new mission and vision were created, and that is what we have today. In 2016, the CHNA decided to join forces with the AHNA. And the reason we did that was because we were having some difficulties pulling together a board. And if we weren't able to do that, we would have had to, excuse me, disband the CHNA at that point. So the AHNA created a chapter membership. They supported us in that manner so that we could continue. And since then, the volunteer board of the CHNA has worked very diligently to expand its membership options, to create a stronger foundation, to really attract more people who want to be long-term involved in this group. We've included a new associate membership now also for non-nurses, which is new. So that we've become more public, our outreach to the public is more active. We're publishing our newsletter on all of our platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. So we're really trying to integrate what we do with everybody. It's not just a small members group anymore. So our strategic plan, our most recent one, was developed by a group of university students at the University of the Fraser Valley in BC. And this was fantastic. They volunteered their time as a special project for their, I believe it was a master's program. And it outlines very clearly activities to reach our goals of increasing membership growth and resources for our members and ensuring that the mission of the CHNA is met. And to date, we have over 115 active members, and we continue to grow. We had actually dwindled down to about 40 about 5 years ago. So with a lot of hard work, we've really been able to establish a strong group right now of holistic nurses and created partnerships and have really got out there, and the momentum is growing. We are really excited for the future. We are providing monthly webinars, which are archived. So if you become a member, you can go back and take a look at the close to 40 webinars that we have archived for you to watch. We're offering advertising for members and affiliates, mentorship, student outreach, and more. And we have our website, chna.ca, www.chna.ca. If you ever want to go and check out what we have there, we always list, things that are coming up in the following months, activities. We also call for information for the newsletters. If you ever want to publish something, we're more than happy to do that. So what is holistic nursing and how do I become a holistic nurse? And where do I get my holistic nurse certification? So these are questions that we typically get. So holistic nursing has healing the whole person as its goal. It honors relationship-centered care and recognizes the interconnectedness of self, others, and nature and spirituality. Holistic nursing focuses on protecting, promoting, and optimizing health and wellness, and incorporates integrative modalities, complementary and alternative modalities as appropriate. It's not just a certification, but a way of showing up for our clients and holding a broad view of the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual self. And our vision is that complementary and integrative healthcare are incorporated into all aspects of nursing and the patient care experience within the Canadian healthcare system. So we just had our AGM and our board has changed and it has grown. We've gone from 9 to 11 members, volunteer members who put their time in to administrate and support all of the activities that are involved in running a not-for-profit organization. So our new president is Natalie Sawyer, and she'll probably be joining us later on today. Susan Hagar continues to be our VP. Shelley Scheideman is our secretary. Dana Clay is the treasurer, and the directors include Anita Klein, Jen Johnson, myself, Vanessa Kelly, Daniel Daw, Linda Yetman, and Sierra Grett McDougall. And I believe Sierra is here today, and so is Linda. So if you want to give a wave when you get a chance, that would be awesome. And Kim Derkach has stayed on as our educational lead, and she's been involved with the CHNA for a number of years as well. So our goals continue to be to enhance communication, student educator outreach, member support, mentor access, access to mentors, national conferencing and symposiums such as this, and hopefully in the future in person, sustain and grow membership and advertising. And I also want to mention that we have developed an area in our newsletter that is specific to research. So Linda Yetman has taken the lead on that, and I would really invite you to make sure that you get a copy of the newsletter and take a look at this section, because this is how holistic nursing practice is going to gain more credibility with people who don't necessarily understand it. And it's all about the research and really documenting what we do and the outcomes, and bringing together the research that has already been done and making it available for people to review. So I've already talked about the memberships that are available. We deliver a quarterly newsletter. You get discounted advertising with us if you want to have a package for that. But you can also be posted for free on our directory if you have an independent practice or something that you do that reflects holistic nursing. Mentorship, networking, professional development, opportunities to publish, and also I just want to say an opportunity to serve as a board member. And I've been involved with the CHNA for a number of years, and it has been an amazing experience. And it gives you, a chance to work with like-minded people for a really strong vision, and we're happy to have people volunteer their time, even if you don't want to be on the board. If you feel like you want to participate, please reach out to us. And just a few of the holistic modalities that nurses are using as tools in their practice. So healing touch, therapeutic touch, nurse coaching, holistic nurse coaching, integrative chakra therapy, Bowen therapy, tapping therapy, integrative energy healing, which is what I have my certification in, cannabis nursing, and integration of holistic nursing into nursing practice in a hospital, in the community. It doesn't have to be just a specific tool that you use. It can be your view of your nursing practice broadened from a holistic perspective. And there are more, but I'm not going to list them all here right now. So whether you're a holistic bedside nurse or a nurse in independent practice, each of us deserves time for self-care. And we really want to emphasize, please give yourself permission to choose one thing that you'll do for yourself today and tomorrow. And that we do care about you and those that you care for. And self-care is just so important. And I'm sure you'll hear perhaps more about that today. And also watch for some of our webinars that will focus on that. And this is just how you can contact us. Our email is info@chna.ca. Feel free to send us a note. Let us know what you think. Let us know what direction you want us to go in. What more do you want to see? Our site is there and available for everybody. There is a members area specifically. So as a member, you do get more perks, I guess, like you could say. Like I said, access to the webinars and different resources. We have a Facebook members only. We have a Facebook public and LinkedIn and Instagram now. So that's it. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Kate. That was wonderful. So, and Kate will have her information for the kind that she mentioned too, if anyone wants to learn more or reach out or has questions or is interested in joining the membership as well.